Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. A phrase so often uttered when we talk about history that it hardly bears repeating. But some cliches attain their status because they're true, and this particular example even warns against ignoring it, a literal portent of doom. But how can anyone forget the past now? With the recording of events being easier than ever, it's never been more convenient to study history. Yet it still seems we are repeating the deadly, hideous cycle of history even now. Our leaders seem unable to resist the tantalizing carnage of global war, pushing us ever closer to the brink without any care for the sharply rising costs generation after generation. Even regular everyday people shout with glee about secession, civil conflict, and even open war. As long as the cause is just enough, we can excuse any potential horror, ignore any protest, and march gallantly into the next war knowing that we're about to beat the bad guy. We all know people died during World War II. Lots of people. Like an absolutely world-changing, generation-defining huge amount. And those that fought then knew that a lot of people died during World War I. We keep getting better at war year after year. Hell, we're so good at it now that we could destroy the entire world if the need arose. You know, the need to win so badly that we'd rather light the world on fire than risk losing. Nobody's thinking about where we've been, and as such, we are blinded as to where we're going. But that's all really depressing, right? I mean, who wants to learn about war, casualty numbers, and nuclear weapons? It's easier to just ignore all of this sad history and look forward to the future of peace, understanding, and global unity. If you're as skeptical about the potential of that future as I am, then you may have come to the right place. This channel is all about history. The nitty-gritty, the lesser-known, and the timely poignancy of history. What began as a hobby of mine has quickly turned into an obsession with the more esoteric aspects of particularly war history. I feel that the broad-stroke view that we all get is lacking in any effectual story, and I also feel that the cold academic way that we tend to study history makes the whole thing feel a little bit unreal. I hope to make these esoteric concepts more lively through the video essay format, and perhaps help more people get to know the frightening side of otherwise boring stories. Some of these stories might include heavy concepts like death, destruction, and the extremely real potential end of the world. And yes, sometimes I make jokes about all three of those things. Part of what makes cold academic history so hard to digest is its absurdity. Absurdity that demands to be taken seriously. It's enough to make you want to cry sometimes, or perhaps lose all caring at all. Instead of despairing or ignoring the black, sordid nightmare that is our past, perhaps it's better to laugh at its bizarre surface, and then maybe remember its deep profundity when it matters. But in the end, I hope these videos are fun to watch, just a little bit educational, and above all, good stories. At least you'll know I didn't make them up. Thanks for watching.